What's up YouTube, this is Collect Pokemon and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to take a walk down memory lane to really look back at how Japanese Pokemon card has changed throughout the past 5 years. How it went from a simply no one really cared about it to currently everyone is wanting Japanese cards more than English cards in some sense. We're going to look back at the special era or the end of era sets for the past 5 years and to really understand how they have been doing in terms of price and more importantly, how will the newer sets do in the future. So without further ado, let's get into it. But remember to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and let me know in the comment below. This is the big question. Do you guys think that this trend will continue? Do you guys think that these VStar Universe, Vmax Climax, or even Shining Star V is likely to reach the heights in terms of pricing with the Tag Team All-Star or even the Ultra Shining GX? So let me know in the comment section below. I expect a lot of fun, interesting, insightful ideas. So yeah. These sets has been released over the past 5 years, and it's really good. Looking at let's take a look at the newest one. The newest one, obviously, we know is the VStar Universe, and it actually contains the VMAX, VStar, and V cards, which it's relatively new. And there's 10 packs, and in each pack, there is a GX card. We can see from the what do we call this? The copyright logo that this is a new 2022 set. The box size and everything else looks very good, and I mean, we pretty much that's what we know about it. The current pricing of this set, right, I had it here, is around $95. So it's sitting at around $95. I do believe that this price is going to be quite stable for a while, and I think it's not going to be until early Q1 or end of Q1 next year that the price will actually drop back down, because we did see similar trend to Vmax Climax as well. So Vmax Climax was the year before that, so that was last year's set. They introduced us to the concept of CHR and a lot of what we call secret rare or character secret rare in the set. We have the Pikachu in red and a lot more other. And you can see from the copyright date, 2021, yeah, Vmax Climax has been doing quite well. It's been printed, I would say it's been printed to the ground. I can actually say that. There were waves after waves, and to the lowest point, it actually dropped to around $65, $60, and people were still not really buying into it. But ever since it stopped printing around, I think it was around August, September, the price has slowly creeped up, and the current listing on eBay has been setting it to over $100 already. So it's doing quite well. And what I do predict, or what I do foresee, is that VStar Universe will take a very, very similar path. A lot of people then ask me, hey, Collect Pokemon, because they're kind of at the same price range right now, which one will I buy? Well, currently, I would definitely buy the Vmax Climax first, because I believe that this is likely to continue to drop in price. But in terms of cards or chase card wise, the VStar Universe is definitely going to be a better pick. I'm going to analyze that in another video. Now, going back to what really got this channel going is this one, Ultra Shining or Shining Star V. Shining Star V introduced us to the VMAX Charizard, or the Black Charizard, what we call it, the Shining Charizard. So it was very, very awesome. People loved this set. God packs included, and we've opened many, many God packs. If we take a look at the date, it's 2020. So it's currently sitting at around 2 years old right now, but the price, I would say it's dropped to $60, $70, and now it actually sits back at around $115. So this is another set that was very on demand, very high in demand at first, but later on, as they got more and more reprinted, the demand dropped, and that's pretty much that. Going back to another one that I actually don't understand is Tag Team All Star. Honestly, when people tell me how good Tag Team All Star is, I never believed it. Because I mean, there's only the gold chase cards, and that's pretty much it. There isn't much other uniqueness. There's no shiny. There's no other stuff in this set. Only the gold tag team cards. But nevertheless, it has done really well in terms of the market reception and how price has been going. This is a 2019 set. We can see from there, and it's still doing quite well. You know, for a set that actually had a official reprint. So I think I started to keep like one case of these after the second wave of reprint, which happened a year after the original release. And the reprint was done together with Dream League. And you know, back then, no one actually wanted it. People would think that, hey, there's a reprint, price will stay down. And it didn't, because the current price of this box is 250 US dollar. And it is still selling quite well. People are still chasing it. I'm not sure, is it because of the gold or yellowish color, which VStar Universe also have, or is it because of the tag team mechanics that makes people find it unique? And yeah, I do believe that this set will continue to do really well. It will continue to age very well at a much more constant pace. So yeah, last but not least, Ultra Shining GX. Ultra Shining GX was the Hidden Fate equivalent of the Japanese set. It was released in 2018, and I still remember in Hong Kong, 2018, people were crazy about the set. You know, they were all trying to pull that Charizard, and it's a great set. It simply is just an amazing set. And that's why, you know, Hidden Fates is still a very popular set despite all those reprints. But the Japanese version of this is actually doing very, very well. Listings on eBay has just sold for around $450 or $400, so I just took like a lower average value of $400. These boxes are selling for $400. And yeah, I know it's a 5-year-old box, but hey, that is great. I mean, originally, these guys were selling for $50, $60, or even lower if you were able to get in the second or third wave. What I really want to tell you that they all have a very, very similar pattern. They were released, the price were really high, everyone was really looking for some of these cards, and then what we see is we continuously see them getting reprinted and printed and printed, wave 2, wave 3, until the price of the single card dropped to a point where no one is pretty much buying, and they rather buy the single cards rather than the box. And the box price will then settle down at around that 1.2 MSRP kind of price, 1.2 times MSRP, which is around that $60, $70 mark, before it starts to go out of print and move up to the $100 price range. Now, I do think that VStar Universe will see a similar patterns, yeah, that's from the trend as what we believe that is going to happen. A lot of you guys might say that, hey, collect Pokemon, you know, it doesn't make sense because, you know, back then there were no boom on Pokemon. You know, people were not chasing these Pokemon cards. And that's the reason why the price of these two boxes are so much higher, because there's much less of it. While that is true, I don't think that the demand of Pokemon card is slowing down anytime soon. And I think that those people who got in after the boom, they are looking for these two sets. Maybe this one, but definitely not this one. A lot of them just started chasing Hidden Fates and all the other cards. So to be very honest, this price is very organic. The growth is very organic. And that's something that we see. But what is going to be interesting is that I will foresee that cards such as Vmax Climax and VStar Universe will eventually outperform Shining Star V because of the unique artwork that can be found here. Whereas the English alternative and all the other ones, they're not as sought after, the cards here. I mean, you have the Ditto, but you know, that's that. You have the Charizard, but that Charizard is not particularly amazing, or that's the only chase card people had. So I do believe that because of more chase and more difficulty in the chase, I think that these two sets will outperform this set for sure. And I also think that, 3 years down the road, these two sets might even outdone this set overall. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. That's pretty much for this video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Are we going to see prices of some of these newer sets reach the prices of these older sets? Let me know in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. This is Collect Pokemon. Bye-bye.